Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome to today's video. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys are doing well. Today is a day where I'm pretty much sitting here waiting for the damn courier to show up because today's new iPhone day. I know not everyone is an Apple fanboy, but I am a massive Apple fanboy. So I'm waiting for the new iPhone to show up. Indy got hers yesterday because she got the 12 Pro. I got the 12 Pro Max. Should arrive today. So we'll do a really quick unboxing once that arrives. Now, I don't want any hate in the comments. I don't. If you're a Samsung person or if you're a, I don't know, Android, whatever it is, it doesn't really bother me. Everyone's got their own preferences, each to their own. I'm not gonna force you to like Apple, and I don't expect you to force me to like Android. Alrighty, so what we're doing today is we are jumping straight into organizing the fuel system. Now, I've been back and forth for the last couple of days, wasting a lot of Chase Boucher's time. Yet again, the wizard has come to rescue. Not only has he been teaching me pretty much what fittings go where, for what sizes, what you need for certain things, where you need to put filters, where the pump goes, how the barrel valves work, the starting procedures for a blown methanol car, everything like that. He's been educating me and it's been incredible. It's quite rare that you get people that are willing to help out as much as he has, and it is great because I literally couldn't be building this car without him. So at the moment so far, I've got what I'm going to put just here is what I've began drawing up, which is going to be just the fuel system coming from the rear of the cell heading forwards. So we've got our dash 8, our dash 10, and all of our fittings and everything like that. So let's jump into that and let's actually talk over it a little bit.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you.
Great. That was great. Nice.
Yeah, you too, man.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so I've got the brand new iPhone 12 Pro Max. And if you can't see from how good the freaking just the front of this looks, oh boy, so excited. And then obviously Indy got the 12 Pro yesterday. So if you want a rough size comparison, you can see him like kind of there, kind of thing. But yeah, so let's rip this bad boy open. Ooh boy. Holy crap, that looks sick. Look how good that looks. Look, you can see me in it. Oh, love that. Now the most satisfying part. Oof. Ooh, man, this looks good. And it just feels and looks so perfect. And they've outdone themselves. This is sick. All right. Promise, not going to waste any more of your time. Let's get back to the car stuff. Alrighty, now, so that we're back out here, I was going to use the iPad to show you what we're doing, but it's too dark back here and the screen's too bright, so you can't really see it. So we'll scratch that idea. Leave that here. All right, so the only confusing thing that I just showed you from that diagram is that in the diagram I have it coming out from the left and down that way. But in actual fact, it's gonna come out the right side and go down the driver's side of the car. So we can chuck good old Mr. Little Aeroflow pump. And we can put him just over here. Now, the way I'm thinking of mounting this is literally just bolting it straight into the side of the tank just there, just drilling it. I'm kidding. There's no, I'm not doing that, I'm kidding. I will build a little bracket or something for it to go across there, and then we will run bulkheads that go in through this floor, that go probably about right here, so it'll come straight out, right angle, bulkhead straight into the floor, and then hard line under the car. So, what I think I might do with this is I'm gonna give this a quick hit of black. Not the tank, obviously, I'll pull the tank out. But I want to see this all one color, so I'm going to pull it out, give it a quick scuff, prep it real quick, and then hit it with some black paint. Okay, so I was going to do the little snappy thingy and change and have the tank already in there and everything, but this takes longer to dry than I thought it would, so obviously I expected it to dry instantly when it takes a couple minutes. Now there is quite a bit of dust in it and everything because I was impatient, and when I flipped those seats up it kicked a bit of dust up in the back, which is quite annoying, but you still get quite a nice little glossy finish. And then once the tank's in there anyways, you're not gonna it'll be so subtle you won't notice it and you're never looking at it. So I am fine with it. I just wanted it all to be one color and it looks tough now. So now let's go to the front of the car because I want to show you something else that I'm working on. I'm trying to plan to see where I can put the power steering pump. So this, for the people that don't know, is an AH power steering pump. So these are electrical pumps that came out in Holden Astras, and low fabrication. Chubby, he makes a universal bracket. So what I've seen with a lot of people that have these, what they do with VEs, is, okay, it's really hard to do with one hand. Let's see if I can just sit it in the kind of area. So theoretically, they sit it just there. Now obviously you can see why the wheel is turned, because I had to see how much room I had so I'd still be able to turn the wheel. That's not where it's going to live. it's going to live all the way in down here towards the front bumper. So that's gonna give it heaps and heaps of room. Pretty much where it just fell to. And it's also going to be mounted to the chassis rail just there, so it's not gonna have an issue. And then, I mean, if you have a front end collision, things are gonna get stuffed anyways, so that's nothing to really worry about. So I'm gonna start doing that next week with some of the offcuts of the steel that I have from the back. So I'll just make up a plate so I can mount it down a bit lower. And then we have, hang on, I'll pull it out so we can look at it. And then we have our little -6 to, I forget what thread that is. Yeah, I can't remember what thread that is. But a little -6 line that comes out of that. And then you pretty much, as far as I'm concerned, this would be the return line then. And then pretty much once you've mounted it, you just run power to it, so constant power, so it's always revving off its tit. And then when you come back down to the power steering rack, you've got your feed and return as well. So that's in the rack just there. So once you got it mounted up, you literally just get the lines fed through to that, give it some power, boom, you've got power steering. So it's awesome because a lot of guys, you'll see so many people run these because they can hide them. It doesn't look as, like, it looks a lot better in the engine bay, it doesn't look as ugly. And then also, the big thing is, especially with these cars, you don't want to turn them on just when you have to move them for the sake of moving it. So what a lot of people do is they put this on a switch like we're gonna do, so you can flick it on and have power steering without having to turn the car on, so then you can move the car around really easy. And if you remember, if you guys have been around long enough and you watched the vlog back where me and Jake were working on Psycho, which is now known as I Hate Fords, the orange Camaro, you can hear that it sounds like a jet fighter is going to take off because we flick on the power steering and then we're able to push the car around wherever we want within the shop, so we can change oil and things like that. Super convenient, and I can't wait to do that. And I think next week that'll be the issue that I'm going to tackle, because I've got some -6 line already. I will need the fittings for it, but I'll at least get it mounted up and looking where we're going to do it so we can get everything run. I just ordered the weld-in bungs for the front tank. So the front tank is going to go pretty much above where the power steering pump is. So we will only be able to access the power steering pump if we take the front bumper off, but that doesn't bother me, it takes 5 seconds. And then once we've got the front tank in, that's when we can go to town with mocking up all the lines, cutting them to size, and then also we can pick up all the fittings that we need for it, because I've already started planning it out. I know all the fittings that I need to buy some filters, need to buy, oh no, I've already got the pump. Yeah, so we've got a bunch of fittings, hose ends. Now, I'm no professional, I've never done this before, but I'll show you, at least we'll walk through it. So if I'm doing it wrong, you guys can call me out on it. But we can go through and actually tackle doing all of the fittings and hose ends by ourselves. So as a first timer, you can see what it's like. So in my head, I've seen a lot of videos, been told how to do it. I don't think it's gonna be rocket science, but we just have to make sure they're seated properly and we do them properly. Alrighty, so now jumping back to here, we can see that everything is all painted, everything's all black. Everything looks the same. I've got the trim pieces in on the side. Now I know I said that I wasn't going to run them, but I mean, it just looks good with them. It seems though we're going to be building a firewall. If there's little plastic things there, it really doesn't bother me, but with the seats up and everything looks so sick. All black and everything. Actually looks like I've done half a decent job. Now, because of the light source that I've got, maybe if I get such a harsh light off it, yeah, you can see everything looks a bit more black. Like everything looks a tiny bit gray because of how harsh those bloody lights are, but it's the only way I can get light back here, annoyingly. But yeah, it's coming together pretty freaking nice, looking good. Especially with all the black fittings and the pumps in there and everything, it's gonna come up freaking Mickey. And I did see someone that commented asking if the seats could still go up with the RHS that was there. And I did measure it so that it could, it'd still go up. I know it looked like it was a really tight fit, but yeah, I did measure it to make sure the seats could still go up. And then also, with this trim piece just here, it just goes over the top of those RHS bits. I trimmed it so that it sits in there nicely, and you just see them kind of come out of nowhere kind of thing now. And yeah, it looks really neat, looks really nice, so I'm in love with that. Alrighty legends, that's probably gonna wrap up today's video. I didn't think I'd get that blacked out as easy as I did, and I thought it was gonna be pain, and I masked off pretty much nothing, and I didn't get any overspray, so I'm pretty happy with that. I did have the blower in there, and I was making sure I kept air moving after every time I sprayed, but still, I did it as sketchy as possible, and it still turned out really good, and I'm extremely happy with it. Don't forget, guys, if you want to pick up any of the latest merch, it is on sale right now. Huge savings. We're actually pretty much almost losing money on them, but I just want to move the stock on and get it to you guys, so I'm more than happy to maybe lose a couple dollars on it. But like normal, if you want to catch any more of the stuff or any of the other stuff that we upload or any of the photos or anything like that, make sure you follow us on Instagram. I would say that's where we upload all the behind the scenes stuff, but it's not really behind the scenes, it's just where we upload all the photos and stuff that don't make it into the vlogs. And also, if you are new here, make sure you subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell so you get updates every single time we upload videos, and follow along with this epic build, because it's gonna get hectic soon. I feel like I'm always saying that like in a couple weeks it's gonna get hectic, but I'm telling you, the engine's coming soon and it's gonna get rowdy. So this is where I'm gonna wrap up today's video. I'll catch you guys in the next one, which will be Monday at 6 p.m. Be there or be square. Alrighty guys, peace.
I've been thugging, you bitching and bugging, there's nothing that we got in common. I've been out grinding and hustling, investing this paper, got tired of eating that ramen. All of my music be heat, I ain't missing a beat, I've been blessed with impeccable timing. Watch all them people who friendly, it turn into envy whenever they see that you shining. Okay, I'm